Hello, my name is Henry Rollins. I'm in the Rollins Band, and tonight I'm your guest host for 120 minutes on MTV.
Into the future. Good morning. Good into the good. 120 minutes.
It's 120 minutes on MTV, and I am tonight's guest host, Henry Rollins. I'm in the Rollins Band, and tonight I'll be playing brand new videos from a whole bunch of bands, like the Beastie Boys, Therapy, Wool, plus the latest from Dinosaur Jr., 10,000 Maniacs, Belly, 9 Inch Nails, and a cult classic from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Also, we got a great Iggy Pop clip from a few years back, and we'll be playing you a video of my band so you can have a laugh, and then a piece of this talking video that's coming out of me soon. And we're going to kick things off right now with the latest video from a band called The. You remember them? And they did this with the guy who does all the Cure videos, those beautiful videos from the Cure. The guy's name is Tim Pope, and this song is off their 4th album called Dusk. And this song is called Dogs of Lust. Album Where You Been? Now it's Dinosaur Jr. with Start Shop, and here on MTV's 120 Minutes. You know me, I'm Old Man Rollins from the Rollins Band, and tonight I am your guest host. And I'm sorry, friends, I have some bad news for you. One of the best bands ever, I think, a band called the Pixies from Boston. They broke up after 7 years and 5 albums, and they have called it quits, and they are going their separate ways. But the good news is that everyone in the band is working hard on new stuff. Black Francis has a self-titled debut album coming out, and he's now working under the handle Frank Black. So watch out for that one. And he's got the guy Joey Santiago from the Pixies playing with him on a number of tracks. And Dave Lovering is playing in the studio with British industrial duo Nitzer Ebb. And, you know, Kim is busy doing her thing with the Breeders. You've heard of them before. And so that's the basic breakdown on that. We don't want you to hear any unofficial rumors. No one is dead. They're just going their own separate ways. And next time you see Black Francis, you can ask him the whys and wherefores. At this moment, there are no breaking facts to tell you. This is a segment of the show where I get to hype myself. And I'm going to dodge it as artistically as I can. Just put it this way. The band I'm in, we're not doing nothing for a few months because we just finished 162 shows and we're really sick of each other's guts. And so I'm just going to go all around the world doing my talking shtick. That's where I go out without a band, just me and a microphone and my attitude, and I go out and I talk. Anyway, enough of that. Right now we're going to see the Rollins Band playing a song called Tearing, and this was the video directed by the very famous Modi of Motivation Films, the only woman in her 30s to wear a wig, have a glass eye, and wear clogs in the 90s. So roll it, please.
Do it, so we better stop it now. miss all the time. Sometimes I miss all the time, and I'm feeling torn apart. I'm feeling torn apart. I'm feeling torn apart, feeling torn apart, feeling torn apart, feeling torn apart, feeling torn apart. Time I have said too much, been too unkind. I try to laugh about it, cover it all up with lies. I try to laugh about it, hiding the tears in my eyes. 'Cause boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. I would break down at your feet and beg forgiveness, plead with you. But I know that it's too late, and now there's nothing I can do. So I try to laugh about it, cover it all up with lies. I try to laugh about it, hiding the tears in my eyes. 'Cause boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. I would tell you that I loved you if I thought that you would stay. But I know that it's no use, that you've already gone away. Misjudged your limit, I pushed you too far. I took you for granted, I thought that you needed me more. I would do most anything to get you back by my side. But I just keep on laughing, hiding the tears in my eyes. 'Cause boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. Boys don't cry.
Plunge into the depths of the liquid television marathon. Next Saturday, soak in it.
Our values are changing these days. People are reconsidering what to do with their money. And while just about everyone else is trying to sell you a $15,000 automobile with some interesting standard features, we'd like you to consider an automobile from under $7,000 with some interesting options on what to do with the rest of your money. The Excel from Hyundai. Cars that make sense.
You're on the set, and the lights come up, and the camera starts to roll. There's no place to hide. And even one flake of dandruff, even one, can ruin it all. That's why I use Head & Shoulders. You know, it's even better than it was just a couple of years ago. Today's Head & Shoulders gets to 10 times more of the places dandruff starts. Put it to the test. Prove it to yourself. Head & Shoulders and Head & Shoulders 2-in-1. Because great hair can't have flakes.
This new. Brand new. Looks new. Big news from Certs. A new breath mint with extra mint for extra cool, fresh flavor. Go out and pick up a roll.
Yeah, start with this one.
Try new sugar-free Certs extra flavor mints with Retsin, a refreshing new way to be certain with Certs.
She knew that Max Factor's 2,000 calorie mascara would fatten her lashes. But then what?
The waiter's stare as she ordered dinner suggested that he was preoccupied with something. She wondered what. But when he asked her what kind of dressing she would like on her lashes, his Freudian slip told her exactly what was on his mind.
Impact 2,000-calorie mascara fattens lashes more than 200%. Lashes that get noticed.
Impact.
Max Factor International.
We're here asking kids how Clear Stick from Clearasil is working to prevent their pimples.
Oh, this is look at this face.
Yeah, it's just stuff that feels like it gets under your skin to help stop pimples before they start.
Clearasil Clear Stick and Clear Stick Sensitive.
Stick it to pimples before they stick it to you.
You gotta just use it.
Jimi Hendrix.
In my white room with black curtains.
Iron Butterfly. Classic rock from Time Life Music. It's the whole history of rock in one collection.
Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love?
Start with the hits of 1968. Janis Joplin. So call now to get 21 classic rock hits from 1968 on your choice of compact disc or cassette for the special price of $9.99. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-866-6300 or send just $9.99 for one cassette or one compact disc, plus $3.50 shipping and handling to Classic Rock 68, P.O. Box 1880, Department 6, Alexandria, Virginia.
Usually you do these gigs and everyone that wants to be into it, they're trying so hard. And you watch them and they're like standing like this, like trying to be into it, like, but inside they're going, God, I wish you just finished so I can go home and say, I saw it. Because you've been up since who knows what time you got up in the morning, and what do you do for a living? It's usually standing around and listening to some asshole tell you what to do. And then you go to a gig and you get to stand around more. And then these people just talk and talk and talk and talk. And then the last guy goes on and he always goes real long. And then by the time it's finished, you hate the guy. And he never stops talking, keeps talking. And you'd like to take some kind of blunt instrument and just get him to shut up. You're watching MTV's 120 Minutes. I'm your host, the unstoppable mouth, Mr. Henry Rollins from the Rollins Band, and I'm your guest host. And coming up, more of my big fat mouth. And even more interesting than that is a video clip from 10,000 Maniacs and Belly. And you know, Belly features ex-Throwing Muses guitarist Tanya Donnelly. And right here, the fourth video from the Beastie Boys' Check Your Head album. And you know, they've done a whole bunch of videos off that record, and a new one is always welcome. They did one for What You Want, Time for Living, and here's one for the song Gratitude.
Make it
the people that you made in your image, see them starving on their feet, 'cause they don't get enough to eat from God. Can't believe in you.
Dear God, sorry to disturb you, but I feel that I should be loud and clear. We all need a big reduction in amount of tears. All the people that you made in your image sit on fighting in the street, 'cause they can't make opinions meet about God. I can't believe in you. Did you make disease and the diamond blue? Did you make mankind after we made you? And the devil too. Dear God, don't know if you noticed, but your name is on all the quotes in this book. As crazy humans wrote it, you should take a look. And all the people that you made in your image still believing that junk is true. Well, I know it ain't so to you. Dear God, I can't believe it. I don't believe it. I won't believe in heaven and hell, no saints, no sinners, no devil as well. The pearly gates, no thorny crown. You're always letting us humans down. The Holy Ghost is just always on the Holy Host. And if you're not there, you perceive that my heart's here upon the sea. But there's one thing I don't believe in.
It's you. Dear
From their fourth album, Our Time in Eden, that was 10,000 Maniacs with a song called Candy Everybody Wants. 10,000 Maniacs played a couple of weeks ago at MTV's inaugural ball in D.C., and Michael Stipe from R.E.M. jumped up on stage with him, and they kicked a cover of Lulu's To Sir With Love, and another song, I guess. I forget all that information. That wasn't briefed enough at the door. You know me. I'm Henry Rollins. This is MTV's 120 Minutes, like I really need to tell you again. And coming up is some clips of me and my big fat face talking from this video experience I did a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, more videos coming up from Nine Inch Nails and Tanya Donnelly's new band, Belly. And after the break, my favorite video of all time. I am not kidding. This song by Iggy Pop.
I'll hear this. I'll hear this.
Paul McCartney Up Close premieres Wednesday night at 10 on the Music Source, MTV.
Put it in your diary. After most meals and snacks, plaque pH can fall to levels where acid starts attacking teeth. These attacks can last up to 2 hours, increasing the risk of damage to your tooth enamel. That's when chewing can help. When you chew for 20 minutes, the chewing action produces and distributes more of your mouth's natural defense, saliva, which helps neutralize acid within minutes. So in addition to regular dental care, after eating, chew Wrigley's extra sugar-free gum, because chewing helps nature fight the acid attack.
When world-famous author Andrew Sterling came to town, the locals gave him the traditional island welcome. And now there's only one man who can help him.
I have a shotgun. You have a frying pan.
We're gangsters. We're outlaws. We're in this together now, right? You and me, Amos and Andrew. Let's go.
Don't say that. Amos and Andrew. This film is not yet rated. At theaters February 26th.
6 months ago, I'm at the dentist, not feeling overly anxious when I heard that unforgettable word, cavities. Doctor, I said, is there any hope?
Mandy, he said, you gotta brush twice a day the right way.
If your child brushes every day for 6 months with Crest, the dentist's choice, their next checkup will be great. And we're so sure you'll be satisfied, we'll give you a money-back guarantee.
So I brushed with Crest, and I'm sitting pretty.
Crest, great checkups in 6 months, guaranteed.
Ain't life grand?
Hey, guys. Hey, Jerry. Early for you, 12:30. No hurry, Hank. Got some lunch on the way over. I'll just settle in here with this nice Big Mac. You take your time, because I got these 2 all-beef patties and special sauce to work with. And I know Charlie there's got to look good for that wedding.
When you've just got to have a Big Mac, you're having a Big Mac attack.
What you want is what you get.
2 Big Macs, please. I got this one, Charlie.
And McDonald's today.
Carrie Jacobson's a milk drinker. Once I saw her, I had to meet her. She says milk helps with shiny hair and beautiful skin. She's right, she's gorgeous. She gets a lot of attention. For me, she gets total attention. Milk does a body good.
Every head of hair is different, and each can be its personal best. Introducing new personalized conditioners from Vidal Sassoon. Ordinary conditioners with all those heavy-feeling oils can coat hair, weigh it down. New Sassoon conditioners with light-feeling emollients disappear into hair. For salon shine, swing, bounce. Sassoon's new personalized line. Because if you don't look good, we don't look good.
Combos versus pretzels. By filling crunchy baked pretzels with spicy nacho cheese, Combos crushes ordinary pretzels. Try Combos. They're the one snack that's twice as good.
Anyway, I was home just in time to watch the great TV show that engulfed Los Angeles for 3 days. No matter what channel you turned on, it was the is on fire show. Every channel, like Channel 7, another anonymous strip mall is on fire. And it's like nighttime, you see like men with garden hoses. Oh, get it? You know, no. Huge Niagara Falls hoses dumping into massive, volcanic expanses of flame. Didn't stop it. And you couldn't watch any other show except the burning show. Whoa, we're hanging on by the seat of our pants here. My name is, what's line? My name is Henry Rollins, I'm in the round. You're watching MTV's 120 Minutes. That part I got right. And coming up is some more of my fat face from that thing that you just saw, and a video from 9 Inch Nails. Intensity they have. And the video from Belly, which has Tanya from Throwing Muses in it. And if you never heard the band Throwing Muses, I suggest you go out and check them out. They were totally great. But right here, right now, is my favorite video in the world, and it's by Iggy Pop. It's a song he did for a soundtrack for a movie called Black Rain. The song is called, I guess, The Edge of the Night or something like that. Living on the Edge of the Night. I just got cued by the guy on the side who makes more than I do a week. And this is an amazing video just because the man has so much amazing stage presence and overall presence that you can stick him in a room and just let him go. And it's amazing. Please watch this video very closely. The man is charged with a very unique and wonderful electricity.
fade to black. This town's my own, riding free and alone, and I ain't looking back. Maybe I know some people, maybe I break some rules, but this is the street, I got to compete. Baby, I ain't no fool, so I take a little bad with the good. It ain't just black and white, you gotta deal with the real. Ooh, living on the edge of the night. Every wild desire beckons from the dark. I've made my bed, but I can't rest my head while I still swim with sharks. Everyone needs something, sometimes they don't know why, but so much could be misunderstood in the blink of an eye. So I take a little bad with the good. It still ain't black and white, you gotta deal with the real. Living on the edge of the night. You say that you don't like it, or maybe it's just my life. So you live yours and I'll keep mine, rolling like a wheel through the city on the edge of the night. Black rains down in this cold gray town, I'll be waiting at the edge of the night. Ooh, living on the edge of the night. Ooh, living on the edge of the
from their debut album, Star. That was Ex-Throwing Muses guitarist Tanya Donnelly and her new band, Belly. And the song was called Feed the Tree. I'm Henry Rollins from the Rollins Band, and I am your guest host tonight for 120 minutes. Coming up, we have a cult classic from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, the latest video from 9 Inch Nails, because they are intense, and the new video from Sloan. And after the break, a look at me and my big fat face from my upcoming video for home release. That's the name of it, okay? Good.
Into the future.
The colored people of this nation are taking over the white people of this nation. One day, you will wake up in an America which is more black, more Spanish, and more Asian than white. This may or may not change how we act, what we think, or the way we talk. A lot of white people are afraid of what will happen to them in a non-white America. Are you afraid? Are you lying?
Now, through Children International, you can sponsor a child with no money down. And you can see for yourself the actual child you would be helping and get to know that child before you decide to become a sponsor. Call now and we'll rush you free, with no obligation, the photo and case history of one precious child who needs you. Hold her picture in your hand. Learn about her and her family situation. There's no obligation, but if you decide to sponsor this child, simply mail your first monthly payment of only $14 and we will assign her to your love and care. Call now to receive the photo and personal history of an actual child who needs a sponsor, all on a no money down basis and with no obligation on your part. Call 1-800-652-4545. That's 1-800-652-4545.
From the director.
He's in the last cell.
In the same business as the guy who directed Silence of the Lambs.
Look who's Mr. Scaredy Pants now.
Comes National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1, a movie that boldly goes where no movie has gone before.
Give her all she's got, Captain.
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday at a theater near you.
One stuffy nose. One sore throat. One bad cough. One place to go. The Halls of Medicine, where you'll find the vapor action formula of Hall's Mentholyptus tablets. Real medicine to make you feel better fast. 3 symptoms, 1 place. The Halls of Medicine.
She knew that Max Factor's 2,000 calorie mascara would fatten her lashes. But then what?
The waiter's stare as she ordered dinner suggested that he was preoccupied with something. She wondered what. But when he asked her what kind of dressing she would like on her lashes, his Freudian slip told her exactly what was on his mind.
Impact 2,000 calorie mascara fattens lashes more than 200%. Lashes that get noticed.
Impact.
Max Factor International.
Leslie can't quite get over this new advance in lip protection.
Why didn't someone think of this before?
Introducing Soft Lips.
Natural-looking lip protection. Soft and healthy, not waxy or greasy. Soft Lips glides on easily, smoothly. Imagine lip protection that leaves lips this natural-looking. It's about time.
Leslie, say goodbye to waxy, greasy lips. New Soft Lips. Lip protection for soft, healthy lips.
Question is, how can you make all those foods you love in a way you can feel better about?
Chef Bert Wolf.
Here's one good answer. 90% unsaturated Crisco oil. You see, when you're cooking with oil, you want to cut back on saturated fat. Compared to olive or corn oil, Crisco is lower in saturated fat. Crisco is light in color. Plus, there's no heavy oily taste. When you make what you love, make it smarter. Make it with Crisco.
Cooks who know, trust Crisco.
120 minutes.
Wow. That was a pretty wild angle, huh? It was like we were watching some kind of Hitchcock. That was a Hitchcock shot That was, yeah, you like that reference. Right on. You're a fan. You like the good stuff. I could tell. That was like a sweeping crane shot. And number 34, the sweeping crane. You know me. I'm Henry Rollins. I'm your great American pastime. I just wanted to say something, man. I'm going to totally break out of the format and the context here just to say one thing. You all watch MTV probably several hours a week. Why not? Do what you like. But just understand one thing. When you see these bands doing their thing and you figure, I'll never be that good, I'll never be able to do any of that, realize one thing. A lot of these bands, when they do their records, they're playing to click track, like that, because the drummer can't really keep time. And sometimes when you see a song, do you realize that it's like the band played the song 5 different times and they took the best parts of each and glued them together on tape? It's called making a composite. It happens all the time. There still is a wonderful thing you can do with yourself. Instead of being awed by all these people with their wonderful hair and airbrushed faces, you can also go out and get yourself a guitar, learn some rudimentary chords, and play yourself and be only inspired by all these people and not awed by them. You can be awed into submission to where you will sit and be a fan for the rest of your life instead of being someone who does. That's why you should learn the lesson from Nirvana. If you're going to get anything from Nirvana besides the fact that they're a good rockin' band, is the fact that you can be a mere mortal on the planet, not be the big, attractive, perfectly styled guy, have a greasy t-shirt and an attitude, pick up a guitar and actually make some meaningful music if you can get your hands to move up and down the neck. And you figure half these boneheads can't even read and they can play guitar, you stand a really good chance. And I just wanted you to remember that, because when you do watch TV, you often see a very finalized product. You see a lot of lighting, a lot of makeup, a lot of camera work, you know, the sweeping crane shot, for instance. And I just don't want you all just to be so freaked out that you'll never do anything. Like if you go see a Picasso exhibit, the guy's so great, you'll never want to pick up a paintbrush. Or, on the other hand, you want to do nothing but hold a paintbrush and paint. You can either be awed or inspired. I go for the inspiration side of things. You know, it's much easier to be inspired by James Brown than to have to live under your bed because he's so good. You know what I mean? Good. Let's show a video. Do something. Just take it away. 9 Inch Nails. 9 Inch Nails. There's some intensity. How much more intense can you get than Trent? Roll it, please.
This is the first day of my last day. Build it out, now take it apart. Climbed up real high, now fall down real far. No need for me stabilizing.
Remember when Chevy Chase used to do that in the 70s? Of course you don't, you're too young. I'm Henry Rollins, and we are now crossing the 50-yard line. We are heading towards the end zone. We are in the second hour of 120 minutes, and hopefully you still have some blood left in your veins. And in the next hour, we're going to see more of me and some alternative music videos. Alternative to what? This is the new mainstream. L7, Sugar, Therapy, and REM, and a cult classic from the Chili Peppers. All these are coming up very, very soon. Please don't go away. And upcoming right now from their new record, the band is called Mudhoney. The album is called Piece of Cake. The song is called Blinding Sun. I played with these guys a few times all over the world. Never once did the bass player give me any respect. And for that, I like that guy. He's got a lot of courage.
We fell asleep on the riverbank one sunny afternoon. We fell asleep on the riverbank one sunny afternoon. Woke with a rope round my neck, swear I did no wrong. Blinding sun is down in my eyes. Blinding sun is down in my eyes. Am I still on the riverbank with you by my side? What have I done? What have I done? Can't belong to the setting of the sun. No, it can't belong now to the setting of the sun. Maybe then I'll see, maybe then I'll fight or run. Who are you? What do you want? Who are you? What do you want? Your countenance shines brighter than the midday sun. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Just my luck, if nightfall never comes. Just my luck, if nightfall never comes. Waiting with a rope round my neck for the set of the sun. Sun, sun, why don't you set? Said sun, sun, why don't you sit? Try to put this all behind me, but I can't forget. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Where have you gone? What have I done? What have I done? She was underwhelmed, if that's a word. I know it's not, 'cause I looked it up. That's one of the skills that I learned in my school. I was overwhelmed, and I'm sure of that one, 'cause I learned it back in grade school when I was young. I just ate my young. She's honestly a person with the cars. I told her that I don't smoke or drink. She told me to loosen up on her way to the LC. She skips her classes and gets good grades. I go to my courses, rain or shine. She's passed her classes while I attend mine. Well, I attend mine. Well, I attend mine. Well, I attend mine. Well, I attend. Wrote out a story about her life. I think it included something about me. I'm not sure that, but I'm sure of one thing. Her spelling's atrocious. She told me to read between the lines and tell her exactly what I got out of it. I told her affection had two F's, especially when it's dealing with me. I usually notice all the little things. Once I was proud of it, she says it's annoying. She cursed me up and down and rolled her R's, her beautiful R's. She says I'm caught up in triviality. All I really wanna know is what she thinks of me. I think my love for her makes me miss the point. I 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 miss the point. They miss that.
And from their debut album, Smeared, that's a band from Halifax, Nova Scotia. They're called Sloan, and the song is called Underwhelmed. I quite liked that one, actually. I thought it was very good. As you know, by now you're watching MTV, and you know who I am. I am Idi Amin Dada. Okay, no, I'm not. I wanted to take this short amount of time to do a PSA for your musical enjoyment. You think your parents are a bunch of squares. Perhaps they are. You should take a moment and dig through their record collection, if they have one. You might be surprised. I went through my mom's record collection several years ago and found that her musical tastes were incredible. She had Thelonious Monk, Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Sonny Rollins, Count Basie, Duke Ellington. These are great musicians, and you probably don't know who any of those people are. They're not in Pearl Jam. They're not in Soundgarden. These are guys who came way before those wonderful bands. I urge you to go check out some different kind of musics that you might not see on the station. MTV does cover a lot of music. We got to give them that. Big thumbs up for the Big M. But, you know, there's a lot of other music out there that no one necessarily does videos for, like Charlie Parker, the great saxophone player. Or a guy like King Sunny Ade. You ever heard of him? He's from Nigeria. He plays wonderful music. Check out Bob Marley sometime. There's a lot of music that you can go out and check out. And there's a lot of great old rock and roll from when your parents were growing up, because believe me, when they were 18, they were thinking about all the same things that you think about right now. You ever heard of Buddy Holly? You ever heard of Gene Vincent? Gene Vincent is one of the most amazing vocalists ever. Bebopalula, all that kind of stuff. Man, there's so much great music out there. I just wouldn't want to see you limiting yourself to like 10, to the 10 cool albums that you see on the top 10 of Rolling Stone's college airplay list. Because believe me, you haven't even scratched the surface of the music that is out there. Why, at home in my personal collection, I have over 70 John Coltrane CDs. And they all get played, and I love them all very dearly. John Coltrane, this saxophone player from, I guess he was born in one of the Carolinas, he died in 1967, is as deep and as awesome, as intense as anyone who ever picked up an instrument or a paintbrush or a camera or a gun or an atomic bomb or anything. You should check out this stuff. I'm telling you, there's a world of music out there that would put many colors on your palette that you did not believe were there. And as you know, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are up next. And if you ever asked Flea about the music he likes, he'll probably tell you pretty much, you know, a bunch of jazz guys. The guy, he loves jazz. He's a trumpet player, Flea is. In fact, Flea and I went to go see a wonderful piano player a couple of weeks ago called Ahmad Jamal. Ahmad Jamal is a huge influence on Miles Davis. It was easily the best gig I saw in 1992. If I had to go on with the Mighty Rollins Band after these guys, it was a 60-plus-year-old piano player, 60-plus-year-old bass player named John Hurd, and this young guy on drums named Miron Israel. If I had to go on after those guys, no matter what kind of music you like, you would all agree that those three guys, unmic'd, not, you know, acoustic, unplugged, blew us off stage so hard that our teeth would be in our socks. So, that's all I'm going to say. We're going to move on to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, jazz lovers. Please, 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 please expand your musical tastes before it's too late.
Riding wild on a paisley dragon
tonight at 10 on the Music Source, MTV.
Put it in your diary.
Hello, New York!
Super long look of sweeping lashes coast to coast. Lashes so long, never had it so lush. CoverGirl presents long and lush mascara. The Lash Elongator brush makes lashes reach up and out.
Roll camera.
Action.
Hello, LA!
The vitamin E and keratin formula cares and conditions for lusher, plusher lashes. Coast to coast, lashes so long, never had it so lush. Long and lush. CoverGirl. Redefining beautiful.
Let's go racing! It's Super Mario Kart Funny Car Madness! Only on Super NES. Turn the track into a giant mud pit. Or burn rubber on ice, wood, or asphalt. Mix it up with the big boys. See Bowser in his Bigfoot-dropping truck. See Yoshi's go-kart really go. Mushrooms, banana peels, turtle shells. Dynamite! Check your rear view and make him eat dust. Or go into battle mode and ruin his day. 2 speed. Fast and way too fast. It's 2-player fun on the split screen. Only for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power. Superpower.
Sure, unsure, unsure, unsure. Sure, unsure.
When dryness really counts, be sure to be dry. Sure Solid has the most effective wetness fighting ingredient you can buy. For dryness no one can beat. So you're either sure or
unsure. Sure, unsure.
Be sure to be dry.
This is the plan for the B-2 bomber. This is the structure of DNA. This is a long-distance calling plan. What do they all have in common? You can't understand any one of them. Fortunately, Sprint can decipher long distance for you. With priority service, they'll review your account and let you know if you're on the right plan. It's that easy. And this is how you call Sprint.
Chew on this. Every month, over 100 million of us go out for breakfast, and almost nobody brings a toothbrush. Now, chew on this. Great-tasting Trident actually helps fight cavities when you chew it after meals. So when you can't brush, chew on this. Trident. Chew on this. Nearly 7 out of 10 of us usually don't brush after lunch, especially lunches on the run. Now, chew on this. Great-tasting Trident actually helps fight cavities when you chew it after meals. So when you can't brush, chew on this. Trident.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry. Tell me, do you like Stephen King?
King? Ooh, frightening stuff.
How would you like to buy Dolores Claiborne for $7.95?
The hardcover?
Yep, and you don't have to buy anything more.
You got a deal.
Introducing the Stephen King Library, now shockingly easy and inexpensive to acquire, starting with Dolores Claiborne for just $7.95. What comes to mind when I say Stephen King?
Psychos with hatchets. Demon dogs.
Your collection will build into an entire gruesome library. Pet Sematary, Misery, The Shining, Carrie. No commitment or minimum to buy. Cancel anytime. What do you think of when I say Stephen King? Dolores Claiborne is Classic King for only $7.95. Call now before it's too late.
Nasty creatures you wouldn't believe.
Call 1-800-241-2400 now to get Dolores Claiborne. Keep it and pay just $7.95 plus shipping and handling. Future volumes will come, one every 7 weeks, each with a 10-day free trial. Keep only the ones you want, cancel anytime.
I wanted to be black so bad because they were the coolest, man. And their music was cooler than, you know, Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush, you know? Stevie Wonder, yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire. That shit was cool, not ELO. I hope that doesn't get taken the wrong way. My name is Henry Rollins. I'm in the Rollins Band. This is 120 minutes, and we got a couple of more videos coming up. A band called Therapy. And I played with them at the Reading Festival a few months ago. They were really amazing. And another video by Bob Mould's new outfit called Sugar. Good to see Bob Mould back in the mix. And right now, a video from the girls you love to love and love to lust after, L7. And I had a lot of wonderful road experiences with L7. One of them actually touched me once in Italy. She pulled my pants off in front of about 700, 800 rabid fans, and I had to stand out there. Bob Mould's new outfit called Sugar. Good to see Bob Mould back in the mix. And right now, a video from the girls you love to love and love to lust after, L7. And I had a lot of wonderful road experiences with L7. One of them actually touched me once in Italy. She pulled my pants off in front of about 700, 800 rabid fans. And I had to stand out there on stage, and all of a sudden it went from a rock gig to a comedy show because my pants were down around my knees and everyone was laughing at me. They did an album called Bricks Are Heavy. The song from it that we're going to watch is called Pretend We're Dead. As you know, they had a great time down in Brazil playing with all those bands. They work hard. They don't mess around. They're the hardest working girls in rock and roll, besides the guys in Warrant. Please roll the video before I get fired from a job I don't even have.
What's up with what's going Look how long I have waited to come back, then you will find
From their first full-length album, Nurse, that was a band called Therapy, and that was a song they did called Nausea. And you saw it here first on 120 Minutes. Tonight, I am your host. I don't work here full-time. I'm just the fill-in guy. My name is Henry Rollins. And coming up, more of my fat face from my home release, Him and His Fat Face. And we're going to see a brand new video from Wool. And after that, we're going to see REM. So just hang on after the break, and we'll get Michael Stipe to you presently, automatically.
It's not easy giving birth to new music, but in the end, it's worth it. The music revolution continues.
I'm the sun and the air of a shyness that is criminally vulgar.
Now, the best of the Smiths, Volume 1 and Volume 2, on CD or cassette. Also, the
just driving along in your Chevy, it's something you'd like pump your fist to. Just rock.
Turn it up. Introducing Entertainment Weekly's new rock anthem CD collection. This exclusive new collection has 24 timeless rock anthems compiled for the first time on 2 amazing CDs or audio cassettes. And when you order Entertainment Weekly, you get the Rock Anthems collection free.
For free?
I don't believe it. It's free when you subscribe to Entertainment Weekly at a savings of almost 70% off the cover price. Call right now and get 30 issues for 4 monthly installments of only $5.99 each, or use your credit card today.
This is definitely the ultimate air guitar collection.
So call and subscribe today. You'll save almost 70% off Entertainment Weekly, and you'll get the new Rock Anthems collection free.
2 CDs of those old songs would be like bringing back the old friends.
I worked for Hubert Humphrey in the late 60s for his election campaign. So me and my mom were driving her little hippie mobile VW downtown, and a mace canister bounced off the hood, and we were in it, man. And my mom was going to those marches, and it was like, you know, she's an intense lady, man. Imagine, like, Mia Farrow on, like, cheap drugs. Like Mia Farrow, she did, like, a 4-foot line of cleanser. Like, came after you with something. Like, damn, girl. Can you imagine getting paid to bag on your mom? That's what I do. The ultimate revenge. You were mean to me, and now I get back. Up next is the latest video from REM, a band who I like very much. I've known Michael Stipe for several years. He's a good buddy and a great guy. He once did a video for the Rollins band. He called me up one time and said, you want to do a video? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, when you come to Athens, we'll do a video. I go, I don't have that kind of money. Oh, we'll do it on Super 8, don't worry. Okay. So we went down there, and we're playing away, and there's Michael running around the club with this Super 8 camera, and the video came out great. It has nothing to do with the song whatsoever. He put together like this 3-minute montage, if you will, and they just kind of slapped the music right over it, and it looks great. Right. Well, so here's the video, Man on the Moon. It's new. It's REM. It's Michael.
Monopoly 20 classy in a breakfast mess. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's play Twister, let's play Risk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll see you in heaven if you make this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the punch? Andy, are you goofing on Elvis too, baby? Are we losing touch? If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, and nothing is cool. Moses went walking with the staff of wood. Yeah, 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 yeah. Newton got mean by the apple. Yeah, 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 yeah. Egypt was troubled by the horrible asp. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mr. Charles Darwin had the law of mass. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now, Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the punch? Hey, Andy, are you goofing on Elvis? Hey, baby, are you having fun? If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, nothing is cool. Here's a little edge for the never believer. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here's a little ghost for the offering. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here's a truck stop instead of St. Peter's. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mr. Andy Kaufman's gone wrestling. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now, Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the punch? Hey, Andy, are you goofing on Elvis? Hey, baby, are we losing touch? If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up their sleeve, and nothing is cool. If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up their sleeve, nothing is cool. If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up their sleeve, nothing is cool. Two boys on the playground, trying to push each other down. See the crowd gather round. Nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. Black gold in a white fight. Won't you fill up the tank? Let's go for a ride. I don't care about no wheelchair. I got so much left to do with my life. to something to eat. This spot was a playground. This flatland used to be a town. Black gold in a white pride. Won't you fill up the tank? Let's go for a ride. It's alright to feel some pride, but this place just makes me feel sad inside. Black gold in a white pride. Won't you fill up the tank? Let's go for a ride. I don't care about no wheelchair. I got so much left to do with my life.
Plunge into the depths of the liquid television marathon. Next Saturday, soak it.
I took diet pills. I lost 34 pounds.
6 months later, the weight came back.
That's when I decided to get off the diet roller coaster and get on a Nordic Track.
In fact, Nordic Track is so easy to stick with that after 5 years, 7 out of 10 Nordic Track owners still use their Nordic Track skiers an average of 3 times a week.
It's been more than 2 years. The weight's still off, and I'm still on my Nordic Track. You should give Nordic Track a try.
Call now for a free video and brochure. Take weight off and keep it off. Nordic Track introduces the Weight Loss Satisfaction Guarantee. Research shows that Nordic Track's total body workout burns more calories than exercisers that only work your legs. Discover what numerous customers have found. With regular exercise on Nordic Track, you can take weight off and keep it off. And we're so confident you'll lose weight too, we guarantee it. We'll guarantee that you'll lose at least 10 pounds in 60 days or your money back. Call now for a free video and brochure. Ask about our 60-day Weight Loss Satisfaction Guarantee.
Combos versus chips. With cheese and pepperoni inside a crunchy baked shell. Combos blows chips away. Try Combos. They're the one snack that's twice as good.
We're here asking kids how Clear Stick from Clearasil is working to prevent their pimples.
Look at this face. I use it every day, every night. I use it in the morning. So do I.
Clear Stick, yeah, it's the stuff that feels like it gets under your skin to help stop pimples before they start.
Right. Clear Stick's powerful medicine penetrates deep into your pores to help prevent pimples before they happen.
We do that.
Clearasil, Clear Stick, and Clear Stick Sensitive.
Hey, I'm proof that it works.
Stick it to pimples before they stick it to you. You gotta just use it.
Game Genie, the big, awesome video game enhancer, is now getting smaller. Game Genie works its power on Game Boy. Turn Genie's power off and on as you play. Game Genie for Game Boy with super small code book.
Excellent!
It's here! Game Genie now for your Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, get more power, live forever on your Super NES. You can even turn Game Genie's power off and on as you play. So get up, get out, get it now! Game Genie now available for your Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
For years, something stopped me from buying Dawn. This, a piece of fruit, stood between me and the best way to clean grease. But I'm a lemon nut, just love the smell. So I gotta have a lemon liquid. But there wasn't any lemon Dawn.
Until now. Introducing Lemon Scent Dawn. New Lemon Scent Dawn breaks up grease, takes it away, and helps keep it away.
Lemon, Dawn, now we're talking.
New Lemon Scent Dawn takes grease out of your way.
Something big is coming from Certs. Yeah? A breath mint with extra mint for extra cool, fresh flavor.
Sounds big.
Bigger than you think.
New sugar-free Certs extra flavor mints with resin. Try 'em.
I'd like to, but I can't get up.
A refreshing new way to be certain with Certs.
Thanks for staying up and hanging out with us here on 120 Minutes tonight. I'm Henry Rollins, and I've been hanging out here with you for the last hour and some. And I think we should get on to the final video of tonight. And this is really cool because I know a lot of the guys in this band. This is a band called Wool. And it was made up of a bunch of guys I used to hang out with in Washington, D.C. many years ago. The two brothers in the band, Peter and Franz Stahl, used to be in a band called Scream, who I used to go see several times. And the last time I ever saw them, they had the Nirvana drummer David Grohl playing with them. And that was a fantastic show. David was a great drummer even back then. Anyway, the drummer in Wool, his name is Pete Moffat, and he was in a band from D.C. also called GI, or Government Issue. And the bass Al Block, bassist, he played on Concrete Blonde's second album. That's another great band you should check out. What a set of pipes Johnette has. Anyway, they have a debut EP coming out in the fall, and right now we get to play their video, Medication.
Real gone, now more than ever I'm stoned. He's gone to heaven, they left. They're on vacation, I bless your desperation. Gone, now more than ever I'm stoned. He's gone to heaven, they left. They're on vacation, I bless your desperation. I can't change myself. Take a whole lot of medicine to change myself. Where's the medication? Where's the medication? Where's the medication? Real gone, now more than ever I'm stoned. He's gone to heaven, they left. They're on vacation, I bless. I can't change myself, oh no. Take a whole lot of medicine to change myself. Where's the medication? Where's the medication? I need it. Where's the medication? Got to have. Real gone, now more than ever I'm stoned. He's gone to heaven, they left. They're on vacation, I bless your desperation. I can't change myself. Take a whole lot of medicine to change myself.
The idea is called Part of You Dies. And part of you dies all the time. And so I deal with that the best I can when parts of me die. And that's why I write. because when parts of me die, it hurts, and I write about it. Parts of you die all the time. Sometimes it's beautiful, most of the time it just hurts. And anyway, I wrote this last night at like 3 in the morning. Time with you was perfect, never boring, never wasted. You were always the same, intense and beautiful, amazing. I would look at you as we sat in places. You awed me with your sheer presence. When I was away from you, I would stare at your picture endlessly. Something you never got a chance to find out. Something you'll never know. One fact. I would have done anything for you, knowing that it all could have been used against me. I know what happens when you do that even a little. I have the scars. For you, I would have pulled sunlight from thin air and lifted the curses from your life. I loved you so. It's tragic at this point. It's like an ongoing funeral. You're out there somewhere, and sometimes I feel myself dying slow, knowing that you're alive somewhere, and someone else is smelling your hair and touching your neck. You know how those barbed and clawed nights can pass. They rip the meat right off your back, send you into a corner, and leave you with enough of your senses to realize that you'll live to see another hammering night alone. So that's where I was at 3:30 a.m. this morning, man. True love, man. You know what the painful part about that old last shtick was? It's all true, man. That was real heartbreak. That's at least enough for 3 albums right there. That girl, that was what you call the 3-album girl. That's a concept album girl. That's like Helen of Troy or something, where like you get the ships and you sail them off. It's so bad. It's like in Dracula when the guy has been missing his woman for 400 years. 400-year blues. Sorry. Back in line, back in harness here. We are finishing up yet another fantastic episode. Another chapter of MTV is being put to rest. My name is Henry Rollins, and if you have any comments you'd like to give us about what you think, like we really care, we do. You can send them in to 1515 Broadway. That's 1515 Broadway, the 24th floor, here in New York. Just NYC, comma, NY. The zip code is 10036. My name is... And next week, who knows who will be on, but it'll be someone interesting, so you got to tune in and check it out. The show goes on at midnight, 11 Central. Or is that 1 Central? How many? I'm on a lot of Mai Tais right now. 11 Central, of course. And you know it's going to be 2 hours of slamming alternative music video. But if you can't wait, check out my favorite girl, Kennedy, with her show, Alternative Nation. It's on at midnight, 11 Central. I was on that show. It was fantastic. I love being around Kennedy. She has an aura about her. She has a way. She has a certain brightness that she has. And I know that you all can see it too, because even through the screen you can get it. She's a wonderful girl, and her heart is like a small locket. Thank you for watching. Good night.